Jimmy Kimmel is once again unloading on Donald Trump, and this time the late-night host is turning the spotlight on what's becoming an all-out collapse surrounding Trump's star-studded Freedom 250 Great American State Fair. What was supposed to be a patriotic mega event tied to America's 250th anniversary celebration is now turning into another full-blown entertainment headache, with performers dropping out one after another, and Kimmel absolutely loving every second of it. During the May 28th episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live, the ABC host mocked the increasingly chaotic concert lineup, while rattling off the growing list of artists who've either backed away from the event or publicly distanced themselves from it. And according to Kimmel, the situation is spiraling fast. Trump had reportedly been lining up entertainment for the July 4th celebration in Washington, D.C., but Kimmel joked the roster was already falling apart before the first stage light even switched on. The listed performers include Milli Vanilli, one of whom is dead, Kimmel cracked. Then came another jab. CNC Music Factory, another of whom is dead. And it didn't stop there. Kimmel also pointed out that Morris Day and The Time had pulled out of the event, though he sarcastically noted the group was already appearing minus lead singer Morris Day and minus The Time. The comedian then piled on by mocking the reported withdrawal of rapper Young MC before taking aim at the Commodores lineup attached to the event. According to Kimmel, the group attached to the fair was already missing both the original singer and newer replacement singers, who reportedly backed out as well. By that point, Kimmel summed up the whole situation in two simple words: a mess. At the time of the broadcast, rock star Bret Michaels, rapper Flo Rida, and Vanilla Ice were still reportedly attached to the event, but even Kimmel seemed skeptical they'd stay. "I'll check back tomorrow," he joked. And almost immediately, another domino fell. Bret Michaels has since officially withdrawn from the festival. In a statement posted to Instagram, the rocker explained that he originally agreed to participate because he believed the event was meant to honor veterans, military personnel, teachers, first responders, and everyday Americans. But according to Michaels, the atmosphere around the event quickly shifted. He wrote, "It evolved into something much more divisive than what I agreed to be a part of." That statement only intensified online speculation surrounding the increasingly controversial fair, and Michaels wasn't alone. Country music star Martina McBride also announced she would no longer perform at the event. Posting a lengthy statement on X, McBride said she had originally been assured the fair would remain nonpartisan and focused on celebrating all 50 states. She wrote, "I thought this was a great way to celebrate the states and also bring people together in the only way music can. Sounds fun, right? Wholesome even." But according to McBride, things changed behind the scenes. She wrote, "Yesterday things started changing, and what we were told is in fact not what is happening." The singer said she became concerned that fans might interpret her participation as abandoning the values reflected in her music and public image. She wrote, "It greatly upsets me that any fan who has been moved by my music may now feel like I'm abandoning the meaning behind those songs." The growing list of withdrawals has now transformed what was supposed to be a celebratory patriotic showcase into another politically charged controversy orbiting Donald Trump. And naturally, Jimmy Kimmel jumped directly into the middle of it. The late-night host has spent months aggressively mocking Trump over everything from campaign rallies to legal troubles, and most recently, the president's repeated claims of having perfect health after his latest medical and dental evaluations at Walter Reed National Medical Military Center. Jimmy Kimmel has launched another brutal late-night attack on Donald Trump, this time mocking the president's repeated claims about acing cognitive tests and declaring himself in perfect health. The fresh round of mockery erupted after Trump underwent his annual physical and dental examination at Walter Reed National Medical Center. Following the checkup, Trump took to Truth Social and proudly announced that everything checked out perfectly. The White House described the visit as part of Trump's routine preventative care, but almost immediately, the president's health comments became late-night comedy fuel. During the opening monologue of Jimmy Kimmel Live, Kimmel played clips of Trump once again boasting about his performance on cognitive screening exams. Trump, who turns 80 next month, has repeatedly pointed to those tests as proof of his mental sharpness, especially as political debate intensifies around age and fitness for office. Most recently, Trump referenced the cognitive exam during a rally supporting Republican Congressman Mike Lawler, and Kimmel wasted no time tearing into it. "He's mommy's smartest little boy," Kimmel joked. "I'm so proud of him. He got it right." The audience immediately erupted, but the comedian kept going. Kimmel specifically mocked the Montreal cognitive test that Trump frequently references, arguing that the exam is far less difficult than Trump makes it sound. "This test he's bragging about is called the Montreal cognitive test," Kimmel said. "First of all, it's incredibly easy." Then came another jab. "I took it myself. I got a perfect score. No problem." Kimmel also accused Trump of exaggerating details about the test itself. And second, there are no equations on this test. "There's no multiplication, there's no division," he said. "He's making that up. Even his lies are lies." The crowd exploded again, but Kimmel wasn't finished unloading. The late-night host then flipped one of Trump's favorite recent insults back against him. Trump has increasingly referred to political opponents as Democrats during speeches and rallies. Kimmel responded with his own sarcastic wordplay. "You know, if you take the E out of dementia and replace it with a U, you've got something called dumb-mentia." That line triggered another wave of applause and laughter from the studio audience. Then the monologue took a sharper turn. Kimmel argued that Trump may now be especially sensitive about questions surrounding mental fitness because of how aggressively he spent years attacking former President Joe Biden over cognitive decline. According to Kimmel, the issue has now boomeranged back onto Trump himself. "He's sensitive about the idea he's losing it mentally," the comedian claimed. And then came one final punchline aimed directly at Trump's recent hospital visit. "He got another physical today. It's his third examination in a little over a year." Then the comedian delivered the closer that sent the audience roaring. "Do you think when they do these, he knows he's going to the hospital? Or like when you trick your dog into going to the vet?" The joke immediately spread across social media, adding to the growing online battles surrounding Trump's health, age, stamina, and cognitive fitness as the president heads deeper into another high-stakes political season. Jimmy Kimmel just unleashed one of his sharpest attacks yet on Donald Trump after Trump skipped his own son's wedding and handed late-night television a political goldmine. The controversy exploded after Donald Trump Jr. married Bettina Anderson during a private Bahamas ceremony attended by around 40 guests. But the one person everyone noticed missing? Donald Trump himself. And Kimmel absolutely ripped into it during the May 26th episode of Jimmy Kimmel Live. The late-night host opened the monologue with pure sarcasm. DJ TJ and his new bride Bettina were married on Saturday on a private island in the Bahamas. It was a small ceremony with about 40 guests, none of whom were his father. The audience immediately burst into laughter, but things escalated fast after Kimmel read Trump's own explanation for skipping the wedding. "While I very much wanted to be with my son, Don Jr., and the newest member of the Trump family, his soon-to-be wife, Bettina, circumstances pertaining to government and my love for the United States of America do not allow me to do so. I feel it is important for me to remain in Washington, D.C. at the White House during this important period of time. Congratulations to Don and Bettina." "See, he can be warm when he wants to," the comedian joked. "He loves Don Jr. He just loves the United States more." And then came the real attack. Kimmel mocked Trump for claiming he was too busy for the wedding while continuing to spend time golfing and attending UFC events. This is a guy who golfs 2-3 times a week. He's going to UFC fights with Manila Ice. He was too busy for his son's wedding. That line triggered another massive audience reaction, but Kimmel wasn't finished. The comedian then turned Trump's own relationship history into a punchline. Trump was previously married to Ivana Trump and Marla Maples before marrying Melania Trump in 2005. Kimmel sarcastically mocked Trump's credibility on marriage advice. He did say Don and Bettina are going to have a great marriage, and this is a man who knows a great marriage. He's had 3 of them himself. Then came one of the harshest jokes of the night. Poor Don Jr., Kimmel said. Without his father, they had to scramble to find somebody else to make a 90-minute toast about windmills and transgender weightlifters. The joke targeted Trump's frequent rally speeches and culture war talking points, and the crowd erupted again. Kimmel also mocked reports that Donald Trump Jr. and Bettina Anderson may still hold another wedding reception at the White House. You'd hope Trump and Melania show up, Kimmel joked. They live there. And then came the final punchline. Can you imagine if they didn't show up to that one too? We wanted to make it, but we were unable to go downstairs. The entire segment quickly exploded online, with viewers debating whether Trump's absence was a serious political decision or simply another headline-grabbing family controversy surrounding the Trump dynasty. According to court documents obtained by Us Weekly, Donald Trump Jr. and Bettina Anderson legally married on May 21st after obtaining a marriage license in Palm Beach. But on social media, the wedding itself almost became secondary because Jimmy Kimmel had already turned this story into a full-scale televised roast of Donald Trump.